Hey, mythical beast, today we're diving deep into the wonderful, wacky, and sometimes downright weird world of defunct restaurant chains. You know, those places that seemed like they'd be around forever? Yeah, those guys. Buckle up, because we're about to unearth some serious nostalgia. If you grew up in the 90s, you might remember these now defunct restaurant chains that were once the talk of the town. We're talking about those iconic spots where you begged your parents to take you for a birthday dinner, a special occasion, or maybe even just a regular Tuesday night. From cheesy commercials to unforgettable menu items, these restaurants hold a special place in our hearts and stomachs. Get ready for some serious food flashbacks, because we're about to take a bite out of 10 restaurants that time forgot. So grab a napkin for that drool and let's dig in. First up, we're stepping back in time to York Steakhouse. Picture this: wood-paneled walls, dim lighting, and the intoxicating aroma of sizzling steaks filling the air. This, my friends, was the essence of York Steakhouse. You'd walk in, and the friendly hostess would lead you past the open kitchen, where you could see those glorious steaks being grilled to perfection. The sizzle, the smell, the anticipation. It was enough to make your mouth water. And the best part? York Steakhouse didn't break the bank. They were known for their affordable steak dinners, making them a popular choice for families looking for a tasty and budget-friendly meal. From juicy burgers to crispy fried chicken, their menu was a smorgasbord of classic American comfort food. Sadly, like a shooting star, York Steakhouse faded away, leaving many of us with fond memories and a craving for a good old-fashioned steak dinner. But hey, at least we'll always have the memories, and maybe a few old menus tucked away in a scrapbook somewhere. Next up on our nostalgic culinary journey, we're stopping by Lum's, a restaurant chain that dared to be different. Now, we all know a good hot dog is a thing of beauty, but Lum's took it to a whole other level. Their claim to fame? Steaming their hot dogs in beer? That's right, you heard me correctly, beer. It might sound a little strange, but trust us, it worked. The beer added a unique tangy flavor to the hot dogs, making them unlike anything you'd ever tasted. And let's not forget about their signature Lum Dog sauce, a secret blend of spices and flavors that took their hot dogs to legendary status. But Lum's wasn't just a one-trick pony. They also served up a variety of other dishes, including burgers, sandwiches, and even a few seafood options. But let's be real, the star of the show was always those beer-steamed hot dogs. So the next time you're grilling up some hot dogs, take a moment to remember Lum's and their unique approach to this classic American favorite. Get your foam fingers ready, folks, because we're about to enter the high-energy world of All-Star Café. This wasn't just a restaurant, it was a full-blown sports fan's paradise. Walls plastered with sports memorabilia, televisions playing every game imaginable. Imagine walking in and being greeted by the roar of the crowd. Jerseys line the walls, signed baseball bats hang from the ceiling, and the food, just as over the top as the decor. Towering burgers named after famous athletes, nachos piled high, and enough chicken wings to satisfy any fan. Sadly, All-Star Café struck out in the end. So, the next time you're cheering on your favorite team, raise a glass to All-Star Café, the restaurant that brought the thrill of the game to the dinner table. Hold on to your hats, y'all, because we're about to head down south to Po Folks, a restaurant chain that served up Southern hospitality and comfort food like nobody's business. Imagine stepping into Po Folks, and you're greeted by the warm glow of wooden booths, checkered tablecloths, and the aroma of fried chicken wafting through the air. It was the kind of place where the sweet tea flowed like water, and the servers treated you like family, even if they'd never met you before. And the food? Well, it was pure Southern comfort food heaven. We're talking crispy fried chicken, fluffy biscuits dripping with honey butter, creamy mashed potatoes, and collard greens cooked to perfection. Po Folks might be gone, but their legacy of Southern hospitality and down-home cooking lives on in our hearts and our stomachs. So, the next time you're craving a taste of the South, take a moment to remember Po Folks, the restaurant that brought a little bit of Southern charm to every meal. Next up on our nostalgic road trip, we're pulling into Red Barn, a restaurant chain that was impossible to miss with its iconic barn-shaped buildings. Picture this. You're cruising down the highway, and you spot that unmistakable red barn in the distance. Your stomach starts to rumble, and you know you just have to stop. You walk through the doors, and you're greeted by the friendly faces of the Red Barn staff. While Red Barn offered a variety of dishes, their fried chicken was the real star of the show. It was crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and seasoned to perfection. Red Barn might be gone, but their memory lives on, especially for those of us who were lucky enough to experience the joy of their fried chicken. Buckle up, folks, because our next stop is a bit of a bumpy ride. Sambo's, a popular restaurant chain in the 70s and 80s, met its demise due to its controversial name. The name was derived from a 19th century children's book, considered racist and harmful. Protests and boycotts led to the chain's downfall. Despite the controversy, Sambo's was known for its family-friendly atmosphere and tiger cakes. It's a cautionary tale about the power of words and cultural sensitivity. Get ready for a wild ride, folks, because we're about to enter the wacky world of Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse. This wasn't your average steakhouse, it was an animatronic animal extravaganza. Imagine a rustic lodge with roaring fireplaces, fake mounted animal heads, and animatronic creatures serenading you. You'd be enjoying a steak when a giant grizzly bear would start talking to you, or maybe a pack of wolves would howl along to your favorite country song. It was all part of the Bugaboo Creek experience. Bugaboo Creek served hearty portions of classic American fare, including their signature steaks, ribs, and seafood platters. Bugaboo Creek might be gone, but their memory lives on for those who experienced it. So, next time you're craving a steak and animatronic entertainment, remember Bugaboo Creek. Hold on to your monocles, folks, because we're about to step back in time to the golden age of steakhouses with steak and ale. This wasn't your average greasy spoon, this was a sophisticated dining experience, complete with dim lighting and plush booths. Imagine this, you're dressed to the nines, ready for a night of fine dining. You walk into Steak and Ale, and you're immediately transported to a world of dark wood and stained glass. It was the kind of place where you could imagine Don Draper sipping on a martini. Steak and Ale was known for their high-quality cuts of meat cooked to perfection. But the real star of the show was their legendary salad bar. Steak and Ale might be gone, but their legacy of upscale steakhouse dining lives on. So the next time you're craving a juicy steak, pour one out for Steak and Ale. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to step into the world of country music legend Kenny Rogers. And chicken? That's right, Kenny Rogers Roasters combine country music with the aroma of rotisserie chicken. Imagine craving comfort food and finding Kenny Rogers' smiling face on the sign. Inside, you're greeted by Kenny's hits and the smell of roasting chicken. Their rotisserie chicken was the star, marinated and slow-roasted to perfection. Juicy, flavorful chicken that practically fell off the bone. And their sides? Classics like mashed potatoes, gravy, and cornbread. Kenny Rogers Roasters might be gone, but their legacy lives on. So, next time you're craving comfort food, put on a Kenny Rogers album and raise a drumstick. Get ready to fiesta, folks. Our final stop is Chi-Chi's, the restaurant that brought vibrant Mexican flavors to the masses. It was a celebration of all things Mexican, from colorful decor to bottomless chips and salsa. Imagine stepping into a bustling Mexican marketplace. Serapes on the walls, mariachi music, and sizzling fajitas. Chi-Chi's served generous portions of classic Mexican dishes, and their signature margaritas were a must. Chi-Chi's might be gone, but their festive dining legacy lives on. So raise a glass to Chi-Chi's, the taste of Mexico in every bite. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey down memory lane. We've laughed, we've cried, okay, maybe we just got a little hungry. And we've relived some of our favorite childhood dining experiences. From the sizzling steaks of York Steakhouse to the animatronic antics of Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse, these restaurants might be gone, but they'll never be forgotten. Which of these restaurants do you remember? Let us know in the comments below and share your favorite memories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more trips down memory lane. Until next time, stay mythical.